Brilliant. Simbanda to open us up. In the air. Back with a point would have made that interesting. The third man, well, deep third, clears up.
Raval's off the mark. And Samjana Kharka, one of the most flamboyant batters there is in Asian women's cricket. One of the standout performers from Nepal's first Asia Cup outing. One of the biggest hitters you'll see in this Nepali unit. She gets off the mark as well in quick time.
Yeah, nicely played. Simbanda, the left armour, operating left arm over. Change of angle now to the left-handed roll, who has played a couple of fantastic shots or fantastic cameos in this campaign thus far. Run out for 18 last time, 44 in the first game, but full of shots up at this top order. The two players out are at third man and deep extra cover. This will be a good tussle. Well bowled. Just holding a line of length outside the off stump.
Aside from Raval and Kharka, much of Nepal's chances of closing out this chase would also rely on their captain, vice-captain Burma and Mahato, who haven't quite found their tempo yet. Both yet to score anything excess of 18. Both of them bat at either number 3 or 4. So if you are a top order batter, you need to put your hand up today.
Yeah, Nepal have had a sort of mixed bag as far as power plays are concerned. Made 51 against Ireland.
That's been smashed, and a misfield will challenge the fielders. First boundary for Bindu Raval.
Well, that is a shot that's brought this crowd to life. Oh, it's straight through the legs of extra cover. A nice strike from Raul.
First over gone. Nepal 6 without loss. Need an additional 124 of the remaining 19 overs to get their first win of this campaign here on home soil. The all-important global qualifying event, the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier 2026.
Yeah, Nakomu coming into the attack, and, well, they need a start, don't they? Nepal, they need to get on the board with a win. Yeah, 52 they picked up in their first power play against Thailand, not Ireland. And since then, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. They've always lost wickets all the way through the course of them. Oh, Kaka blazing away, all one bounce. Well, that could easily have gone to hand down at deep third.
Kharka, I tell you, wanted to send this into the stratosphere. The leading edge is all she can get off that stroke. Thankfully, falls well short of the deep third fielder, Noreen Phiri. Phiri is substituting. Currently, here in the power play. Early aggression on viewing from both Raval and Kharka.
Yes, those power plays so far, 52 for 2 in the first game against Thailand, then 45 for 2 against the Netherlands in the last match day. They lost quite a lot of wickets in a hurry after that. Punched nicely off the back foot, nicely timed. What a stroke that is. Oh, pure class from Al.
Made it look so easy, did Bindu Raval. Punched off the back foot. No brute force needed. Just late timing. But no delay in the ball, humming away to the rope. Second boundary for the opener.
Oh, that is a good shot. That is a shot of real high class from Royal. 5 off the over so far. Got off to a reasonable start. Wickets in hand are going to be so important for them. Down the leg side, that'll be 5 wides, I reckon. 4 wides. 9 off the over so far. Only 2 legitimate deliveries.
The left-hand, right-hand combination of Raval and Kharka clearly testing Como. She sends one down the leg side. 5 wides conceded. 10 runs coming off her first 2 legal deliveries. Expensive already. The crowd enjoyed that, I can tell you.
Well, I did indeed. I need something to cheer about. Do the audience here. Nepal searching for their first win. Again, punched nicely off the back foot. Burrow out. One of those players who just seems to have so much time at her disposal.
Bindu Raval shares her last name with one India opener who is a right-hander, Pratika Raval. But her back foot play has been reminiscent of Pratika's left-handed opening partner. Guess who? Smriti Mandhana. Back foot ballerina is she. Well, no strokes needed to be offered for that. Yet another wide down the leg side. Como is struggling, isn't she?
Well, this is careless. This really is careless. And has slipped down the leg side. It's gone miles. Another 2 added to the total. This has been a really handy start. Still got 3 deliveries to go here. Nkomu can't get back on strike. Down the leg side again. Just be a single. Tight one. Good throw though.
A good collection from the wicketkeeper as well. Modesta Mupachikwa. Behind the stumps. Nokomo's body language is a dead giveaway as to how taxing and demanding this opening over has been. 13 runs coming off it. 2 legal deliveries still to go.
Not quite into the gap. Yeah, this is a handy over. No question about that. Still a ball to go.
Real delectable stroke play on the back foot. This has been from Bindu Raval so far. Even the shots that have led to dot balls. She looks so very comfortable hanging onto the back foot, bearing the early style of play of Smriti Mandhana.
Yeah, that'll be a judge wide. The 3rd set of wides in the over. 8 of them technically.
A never-ending over this is turning out to be from Como. I think the captain, Chipo Mugeri Tirupano, should put an arm around her and just help ease her nerves a little.
There'll be another single to finish the over. 15 coming from it, and well, 21 off 2 overs. They've taken a good chunk out of that target of 130.
cries of Nepal, Nepal emanate from the stands here at the Tribhuvan University ground in Kathmandu, Nepal, as the home side eye their first win of the campaign, the ICC Women's T20 World Cup qualifier 2026. The colors, the flags, the cheers.
Cheering every run. 109 off 108. It's a runner ball. They're just determined how many wickets they can keep intact. Look at that crowd there. Cheers for Nepal. Great to see the home crowd here.
Such a moment this is for women's cricket in this country.
Oh, it's down the ground. That'll be runs. Not sure it's going to go all the way. Hoovered up by Chigora. Just running down to a left-hand side. They'll get back for a couple.
Just a bit more timing and power in that stroke could have helped it into the boundary. Kharka does well to pick up a couple of runs. She is going to be the aggressor in this innings.
Now, will that be adjudged as a legal delivery? It will. Just inside the permitted area.
And the bowler just loses a footing in her follow through. Also gives you an understanding of how much she's really busting her gut, putting in that effort every single delivery.
Oh, more careless cricket. Off a little bit of bat, down the leg side. It's another boundary.
The aggressive Samjana Kharka gets a move on, gets some glove to that down the leg side delivery. Too much for the wicketkeeper Mupachikwa. Second 4 to her name. And she is the one who is going to dictate the terms even before, as has been a hallmark of her career for the Nepal women's cricket team, as evidenced during the Asia Cup as well.
Oh, that's placed away. Will it be caught it well? Oh, good catch. Oh, real disappointment. Bit of a juggle as well. Drew with the take, and it's Khadka who goes.
Not on my watch, says Sabanda and Dhururu. Not today, Samjana Kharka, who departs for just 9 runs. A bit of wobble. Pouches it eventually, does Dhururu. Big strike, this big moment in play as the aggressive Samjana Kharka walks back to the dugout. Nepal slumped to 28 for 1. Kharka 9 of her 7 deliveries.
Yeah, real disappointment. Nepal lose their first inside the 3rd over. Sabanda having gone for 7 already in the over, picking up the first wicket, and the first wicket that Zimbabwe have picked up against Nepal here. Mahatu, Puja Mahatu, another very capable player. And again, a ball that's just a judge to finish just inside the timeline or the guidelines. End of another interesting over. Nepal 28 for 1.
Nepal scoring at close to 9.5, but they've lost the big wicket of Samjana Kharka. Bindu Rawal still out there in the middle. Kharka backed herself to clear the infield, but Dhururu was up to the task as in comes Christabel Chatonswa, who picked up a 5-4 at this very ground just a week ago, is out in operation and into her first over.
This is a big phase of the game. Looks like a careless delivery down the leg side first up. Will it go for 4? Oh, that is a terrific bit of work. Druru, I think, with the fielding. Quite brilliant.
She took that important catch of Samjana Kharkas. And here, excellent ground coverage from Dhururu. Pulled the ball back in play just in the nick of time and saved a boundary.
Oh, such an important intervention. You feel every run is going to be absolutely critical here. Just a brace. Having a little look at this. Having a little look at the... She's done well there. Have another little glimpse here. Oh, brilliant. Unbelievable. Just where that foot... The frame they're looking at is this one. I think she's okay.
Top-notch effort from Dhururu. Laying down the marker with a fielding in the Zimbabwean defense of 129.
Fires it into the pitch to Chotonswa. Yeah, that 5 wickets she took against the Netherlands on the opening day. This is a very key phase of the game, and the 4 overs that she bowls will have a very big bearing on who's going to get over the line here.
Pooja Mahato, the vice captain, one of the best all-rounders in the side, needs to find the runs today. It's almost a do-or-die knock for Nepal, who are still winless in this competition, as are their opponents Zimbabwe.
Again, really nicely bowled. Tends to bowl it, doesn't give it too much air. Uses her extreme height. That's cut nicely, almost. Good work at backward point. And that is a really important intervention. A nice bit of fielding by Subanda.
Athletic effort all around from the Zimbabwean fielders in the power play.
Drives through the offside. This will be runs. Will it be 4 of them? Oh, it will. Mahato's first boundary.
The TU crowd loved that stroke from Pooja Mahato. Got to the pitch of that delivery and bisected the cover cordon. First boundary to her name. And it comes of a confident stroke. The future of Nepal women's cricket, helping set the tone of this chase.
Down the leg side. That will be a wide. That'll be another one to the total.
There was a bit of a polite inquiry initially from Chotonswa, but she realized that it didn't touch any part of the batter's body or bat. And this time, the short fine fielder does well to deny Pooja Mahato the single. 8 runs of Chotonswa's first over. 4 gone, Nepal 36 for 1.
There we go. Just a fraction behind when, just a fraction in front of where Zimbabwe were. Both sides losing a wicket at the same phase. And this will boil down to the next 2 partnerships, you suggest. This is where the game will be won or lost. Look at this terrific crowd here at the TU Stadium. Wonderful to see. so much to be positive about Nepal cricket, men and women's.
Yes, so much colour and sound here at the TU ground. Sea of flags and voices that underline how strongly Nepal's fans are getting behind their women's team.
Wide of that off stump again. It's too wide. Oh, it's a wide, and they pick up a couple as well. Pick up a single alongside the wide two off the first ball. A little bit shaky there from Shigora.
Mupachikwa, a little slipshod with that effort, with the gloves in hand. An additional run coming off that wide. Mahato on strike. Nepal fans up on their feet.
Down the leg side. Shy, I tell you what, hit that would have been close. Never felt out. Always felt it was sliding down on the angle.
That was tailing into the right-hander and going down leg. Good call from the bowlers and umpire, Karen Cluster. And a direct hit could have had the non-striker running towards the wicketkeeper and Bindu Rawal in trouble.
No, swing and a miss. That angle again. Slanting across the left-handed roll.
Never easy navigating the challenge of left-hand, right-hand batting tandem as a bowler. It tested Bindu Rawal and Bist during the Zimbabwean innings, and here is asking questions of Chigora.
Oh, they'll be bowled again. This has been shaky. Another wide. The extras column is contributing massively here.
The wides just keep coming of the bowling of the Zimbabwean bowlers here. Need to keep a check on that extra tally here as the deficit now comes down to 90 of the remaining 94 deliveries.
Get another one. And well, we've had 5 extras so far. 4 wides in the over.
Every single run, no matter how they come, is being cheered on by the crowd, creating quite an atmosphere, I tell you. Feels like a festival more than a match here at the Tribhuvan University ground in Kathmandu, Nepal. A clear reflection, Johnny, that women's cricket in this country is no longer on the fringes. It's part of the mainstream, it's part of the real discourse.
Well, everything comes hand in hand, doesn't it? The success of the side, qualifying in an incredibly tough group, coming through the qualifying group alongside Thailand. 14 extras we've had already. We're only in the 5th over. This is really careless here by Zimbabwe and Chigora. Well, that's better. Change of angle from Chigora and almost bringing immediate rewards.
She needs to repeat that line. Rawal had no answers whatsoever. It had a bit of late bounce as well of the surface here, pitch number 4.
Oh dear, there we go again. That's the 15th extra of the innings. And it's the 4th wide.
Chipa Mugeri Tirupano going up to her bowler between the deliveries, having a quick conversation with her. Sibanda too, dishing out some pearls of advice and wisdom.
Much better in the gap. Down to 3rd man, just a single.
An expansive drive, taking a thick outside edge. It flew to the deep 3rd fielder does well to keep it to only a single run. Pooja Mahato back on strike. How is Chigora going to navigate changing the batting style here?
Down the leg side, this will be another one. Only 7 runs conceded by Chigora in this over.
That, I tell you, would have been a terrific delivery to the left-hander. They're trying to egg her on. It happens to the best of us. Just needs to calm herself down, does Chigora.
Oh, and another one. Oh, this is turning into a nightmare for Chigora.
A flurry of wides in this over. 2 legal deliveries still left. The entire core of the Zimbabwean unit coming and just trying to inject some confidence into the bowler.
Oh, decent delivery to finish up with. Right in the block hole. Still have a further delivery to go.
Can the real Kudzai Chigora put her hand up, please? If you can bowl a delivery like that, why would you keep sending down the wides, hey? That's a top-tier ball from Kudzai Chigora. Last ball of a first over coming up. Can she close this out?
Oh, much better. Oh dear, they'll get through for a bye. Well, 12 ball over in the end. Goes for 9, well, goes for 10. 2 leg buys in there, 8 off Chigora. 46 for 1 after 5. Well, Nepal, where are the expectant fans? They love to see the home side record their first win in the competition. Got off to a good start here and chasing down this target of 130. It won't be easy against Chachonswa, who has been so good in this campaign and is such a threat. Looking to work on the outside edge of roll. Down the leg side, that'll be swatted away straight to the fielder at short square leg. Raul will feel she's missed out a touch there. Again down the leg side. Oh, Gibbon! Looking as if it was sliding down, but it turned. That was what killed Raul. Huge wicket. Silence in the ground.
Chitonswa strikes. Got in 2 minds, caught in front. Out LBW is Bindu Rawal. 15 to her name as the second wicket falls. 47 on the board for Nepal. Rawal departs for a 17 ball 15.
Oh, that is a huge moment in the game. On the angle, I thought it might be just drifting down the leg side, but turn. That was the big killer. Chatanswaza, absolutely fabulous from her. And it brings in Indu Barma, the Nepal skipper. And these two, you feel, have to do the bulk of the work. 47 for 2 now in the 6th.
Indu Barma, the skipper, comes in at 2 drop. Yet to get into the double-digit scores here in this competition. Today's the day. Nepal still looking to keep their chances alive for the Super Sixes. Starts off with a copybook defense.
Yeah, good stuff this from Chatanzwa. Doesn't miss a line of length at all. Just a run conceded off the over so far. Oh, beautifully bowled, just tossing it up a fraction higher. Getting it up and down quicker. Well, what a over.
And that is how the first few overs went in this chase of Nepal's. A few lusty blows from Bindu Rawal, the left-handed opener. And a flurry of wides down the leg side and the off from the Zimbabwean bowlers. 18 extras coming so far. And it was Somjana Kharka who was the first wicket to fall. The right-handed opener gobbled up by Dhururu. But after that, Pooja Mahato did really well to absorb some pressure as the power play comes to a close, and in comes Mubera to operate in the 7th over.
And tossed up neatly. Wide of that off stump, it'll be another wide, and well, the extras are starting to get really, really expensive here. 19 so far. This partnership is so critical for Nepal. They don't want to leave the middle order with too much to do. That's struck away nicely by Mahatu. Doesn't beat backward point though.
Nepal do have a lot of batting ammunition lower down their ranks.
That's into the gap, not quite. Just get through for another single.
And speaking of batting ammo, would be interesting to see if either of Rubina Chetri or Sita Rana Magar get a promotion today.
I have to say, on what I've seen, I could see that happening. Everything on the line for Nepal. Well, they look to front load their order. That's well played again. Just enable them to get it through for another single here. And runs required around about the 6 and over mark. Will definitely not be straightforward.
Captain and vice captain out in the middle now for Nepal, shepherding this innings. Mahathir rocks back and finds Glovo, the top scorer, the half-centurion from Zimbabwe, at backward point.
Yeah, what an innings she played. Short, swatted away into the leg side, into the gap. They'll get back for a couple. Nicely done again by Mahatu.
What a fine exhibit of boundary riding was that from Chiedza Subanda.
Driving nicely, Mahatu. Doesn't break the cover ring. A tidy over. 5 coming from it. 52 for 2 after 7, and Nepal need another 78 off 13. Pooja Mahatu is 8 off 14, and Indu Barma 1 off 4 so far. There's that wonderful crowd here again at the TU ground. Great to see so much home to support. Wonderful to get these kind of atmospheres here at the World Cup qualifier. Massive competition in the context of women's cricket. Effectively 30% of the tournament is being made up from the 4 teams who will qualify from this tournament. Schumer is into the attack. It's driven nicely by Indu Barma.
Schumer coming off a terrific 3-wicket haul, albeit in a losing cause from just 2 days ago.
Has that found the gap? Well, it's played really nicely by Mahatu. Loves it back with a square. Another boundary to her.
Mahatu rocks back and sends this wide.
Six off 10 against Netherlands. Got done by a beautiful ball by Van der Wanning in the Netherlands game. Driving nicely down the ground. She'll pick up one here. I feel there's a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Mahatu. He's playing really nicely here. Has played well as well. Good over this for Nepal so far. 7 runs coming from it. 8 gone. Nepal 59 for 2, needing a further 71 off 72 balls. Rivera will continue. No wickets so far in the competition. That's well bowled though. Just going for 5 in the previous over. They'll think about a couple. No. Might have been trouble. Running between the wickets hasn't been fantastic from Nepal in this competition.
Yeah, judicious calling in the end between Mahatu and Burma. Walking the tightrope of a crucial run chase here at the TU ground for Nepal. Needs to take their time. Calm the nerves. Lots of time still left in this innings. In this pursuit of 130 and their first win of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier 2026.
Going for the slog sweep. Not quite in the gap. Nicely fielded by Subanda again.
Subanda's been terrific patrolling the long on to deep mid-wicket arc.
Tossed up again. Oh, that has found the gap, has it? It has. Oh, first boundary by Indu Barma. Lovely looking batting shot.
A shot of authority that from the Nepal captain. Got down on a knee and caressed it through the covers, beating the fielder inside the circle. So much rests on her shoulders in this chase.
That's well bowled though. Still 6 runs off the over already. 6 off the previous, and Nepal are there and thereabouts as far as this chase is concerned. Oh, that's swept away. It'll just be a single. Getting just a fraction above the run rate here, 64 off 67 required.
Burma's already done better, scoring 9 in her stay so far, 6 in the past 2 matches.
Tossed up nicely. Still pretty good over as far as Nepal are concerned. They'll be really pleased with that. 7 coming from it. 66 for 2 after 9. There is the worm. Just the 2 wickets lost thus far, and they're ahead of where Zimbabwe were. Zimbabwe did the bulk of the damage, of course, in the last 5 overs of their innings. Largely thanks to the bat of Lovu. 52 off 35. What an impact she had with bat in hand. 64 off 66. Schumer will continue. There's the wonderful crowds here at the TU ground. Oh, well bowled. A little bit of bite and turn.
Plenty of deception in that delivery from Lorraine Schumer. Oozing confidence after that 3-wicket haul against Scotland.
Oh, big slog sweep. How far has that gone? That's gone miles. Well, it's the first maximum by Indu Barma, and the crowd just love that.
Terrific stroke that from the captain. Right out of the screws, middle of the bat, and it sailed over the mid-wicket rope. The TU ground, spectators in raptures, and the Nepal captain gets into double digits for the first time in this competition.
What a strike. Demonstration of what she's capable of. Just picked it up clean as a whistle. Down the leg side. Delicately played. Just be a signal, but a good over already. Still 3 balls to go.
2 standard bearers for women's cricket in Nepal, guiding, guarding and shepherding this chase in this all-important encounter in the Group B of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier 2026.
Delicately played. Doesn't quite get it into the gap, but again it's a nice little demonstration of skill by Mahatu. 7 off the 4 balls so far. 57 from 62. Fraction below a runner ball. Well, that's worked behind square. And well from Mahatu. Another single to this total.
A cauldron of support here at the TU ground for the home team Nepal. Cheering on every single run.
A bit of a drag down. Slow ball drag down as well. 9 runs coming from the over. Very handy again. At the halfway stage, Nepal have got themselves to 75 for 2. Look at the highlights so far. Really, the tail of the tape was a number of extras, really. Down the leg side, plenty of those. And that was the first wicket to go. Real disappointment. Just losing 2 wickets in this first turnover sequence. That was the LBW role who had to go. And then, well, Mahar Mahatu and Ndubama have built this score up very nicely indeed. Lovely drive through extra cover, getting themselves into a really nice position. And there's that big lusty six by the Nepal skipper. Everybody's taking a break, and so will we. So there we go. That is the equation. Nepal require 55 off 10 overs to get home. There is the sun up in the distance, up above the cloud. Ndubama, 17 off 15. He's going really nicely here. You still feel there's quite a bit of cricket left in this game. Beezer, beloved Beezer, is into the attack. Another one of the off spinners the Zimbabwe side possess. And that has been dragged down, and that has been struck nicely by Ndubama through extra cover for another 4.
That's a shot of authority once again from Ndubama, with an offer through her hands at this one. Save the legs, she said. Enough momentum on that stroke to send the ball rolling towards the ropes. Into the 20s now is Ndubama. Such a far cry from her 6-run knocks earlier in the past 2 matches.
Yeah, much more confidence from the skipper. So much pressure, of course. Captain of the team, carrying the weight of the home nation on her shoulders. Nicely played as well. You've already got 5 off the over then, you need 5.3. Net run rate will be a massive factor though. Will that run away? Not quite. Good fielding. Really good cricket in the outer.
The ever-favoured sweep shot deployed by Pooja Mahato picks up a couple. 7 runs coming off the first 5 deliveries of the Beats. First over.
Cutting away again on the offside. Doesn't break through. Always dangerous. That ball outside the off stump. Nobody out protecting. 82 for 2. 11 overs gone. There's the card. Pooja Mahatu, 17 off 24. Ndubama, 22 off 18. They'd like to do this in style, would Nepal, with one eye, of course, on the net run rate. Won't have been harmed too much by that defeat against Scotland. Just 2 runs in that one. And Thailand, of course, have been dragged back into the mix with their defeat today. The first target is to get over the line. Now, this is interesting. Nkomo back into the attack. Went for 15 in her previous over. Barmer might be eyeing this one up. 48 now required off 54. Oh, delicately played. Doesn't beat backward point.
It's so great to see the way Ndubama has swapped places from being a touch player at times to a big hitter on other occasions.
Width again missing out. A couple of good dots back to back by Nakomu.
48 needed for Nepal to prevail in this contest against Zimbabwe.
Is that guided? No, still doesn't beat backward point. Really good tussle. Just 3 players in the game.
That's not the replay of the first delivery, I tell you. Those are 3 different balls eliciting the same response from Indu Burma and the same result, dots.
Yeah, a fair bit of work to be done by Subanda there at backward point. Again, this is really good. 4 dots, having disappeared in the first over. It just shows you that Zimbabwe is still here. They know if they get a couple of wickets, just to expose this kind of soft underbelly that Nepal possess here with their middle order. Oh, there it goes. There, absolutely. It clips the top of leg stump, and Indu Burma, well, has to drag herself off. It bounced for an age.
Absolute rotten luck this on the part of the Nepal skipper. Drags one on. She can't believe it. And she departs for a 23 ball 22. Big moment this in play. She is dejected. And why not?
Well, this is going to have a massive bearing on the game. It was in the air an age. And he just felt, would it miss the leg stump? The off stump, in fact, no. Oh, it's horrible luck. Oh, she can't believe it.
Such a crucial contest this, and what a way to get out, hey. As Kabita Joshi comes in to the middle, right-hand batter, joining hands and forces with Pooja Mahato now. Partnership broken between the captain and the vice-captain. The required equation now 48 from 49 deliveries. The gap between runs required, balls left, closing.
Yeah, this is a very different game now. Joshi, well, number 5 in the order. 13 off 18 in that last game. End of the over. What an over. Wicket maiden by Nakomu. 82 for 3 after 12, and the game is all square. 48 from 8 overs, 6 and over. Suddenly the pendulum shifts again.
The ebbs and flows in this contest has been a delight to watch and call. Not for the faint-hearted is the sport, or this crucial Group B encounter between Zimbabwe and Nepal. Nepal started off with real aggression and fluency in this chase of 130, but suddenly they have lost their captain Indu Burma and the top scorer.
Well, that's played nicely around the corner. I tell you what, the pressure on Mahatu here. You feel if Nepal are going to get home, she has to bat through. 17 off 25 so far. I'm not sure this is the approach. She gets away with it. She'll get a single.
Interesting that Nepal and the think tank decided to send in Kabita Joshi, who sure carries in some big hitting reputation herself, but I would have loved to see a Rubina Chetri. Remember, she almost took Nepal over the line in that 2-run loss to Netherlands just a couple of days ago here at the TU ground.
In the air, just about evades the infield by Joshi. Yeah, it was incredible striking by Chetri. It was actually Sita Ranamagar who actually made a game of it with that 27 off 12. Those two could have a real part to play here. Goes for the big shot, does Mahatu. Wow, what a blow that is. Oh, and the roar of the crowd tells you it's gone all the way.
Shot, Pooja Mahato sends the roaring rhinos into the raptures. That was struck firmly. Had enough muscle on that stroke to send it over the rope into the deep mid-wicket region once again. The fans are happy, and why not? Crucial, lusty blow this.
Yeah, the key thing was she picked the length. I like that as well. 8 runs already from the over. Most important thing here is Nepal get over the line. Might think about going again. Get another single. Really good over. 9 from it. 91 for 3, 13 gone. Well, 7 to go.
What that 6 in the last over has done is taken the current scoring rate back around 7.
That's neatly played. What will be important here is that these two just rotate the strike.
Como back into the attack after that beneficial last over of hers. Eventually went on to take out the off stump, ever so late, of the opposition skipper, Indu Burma.
Oh, Joshi plays on. Oh, Nakomu gets another. And another twist in the game.
Same mode of dismissal deployed by Como. What a star turn is this turning out to be. Chopped on by the right-handed batter once again. The captain departed the previous over, and the big hitting depart. Joshi, curtains for her.
Oh, well, just another twist here. Joshi has to drag herself off the field of play. The next two, you suspect, you think it'll be Rubina Chetri. Will be the next out into the middle. It will be. In fact, it's...
That's the last wicket to fall. Chopped on by Joshi. Indu Burma lost her off stump. Joshi loses her leg. And the medium pacer is asking all sorts of questions of this Nepal middle order. New batter in, Sita Ranamagar.
What an impact she had the other day. 27 off 12. Looking to work away on the leg side there. That wickets column is starting to be a problem for Nepal. Still need under a run of ball.
This game is hanging on a knife's edge, oscillating the pendulum back and forth ever so often.
Down the leg side, that'll be bowled again.
The tally of extras now in excess of 20. And Zimbabwe if they do want to lose this one, will want to reflect on how many wides did they end up yielding in this defense of theirs.
In the air. Now, where has that gone? Oh, well, one bounce four. Sita Ranamagar is up and running again.
What a strike up front. First boundary of the innings for Sita Ranamagar. Up and over, dispatched, and it scurries to the rope. Crucial, welcome boundary for Nepal as the required run rate now drops down.
This will be more runs with it. Oh, a couple of bounces. It'll be a single nonetheless. In the air for a while as well. Still a ball to go.
He's going to go for it, isn't she? Sita Ranamagar. Nothing to lose here for herself and Nepal. A defeat here really compounds their woes further for the home team and almost rules them out of contention for a place in the Super Sixes.
Well bowled. Very well bowled. Nice finish at the end of the over. 2 for 22 now for Nkomo. 98 for 4 after 14, and well, a further 32 required from the remaining 6 overs.
Zimbabwe put on quite the show with the bat in hand, thanks largely to Kelis Lovu. And in response, Nepal have managed to put on 98 for 4 with 6 more overs left in this innings, and the chase. Sita Ranamagar almost played a match-winning blinder of a knock in the first outing she had. First real outing really, just a couple of days ago. As Nepal went down to Netherlands, she has a chance to course correct. Magar on strike.
Down the leg side, that'll be bowled again. The big factor here is, I think, Chachanswa has another couple of overs to bowl.
Zimbabwe have been composite of constantly leaking extras in the form of wides both sides.
And it's been smacked away. Very well fielded at backward point. We'll get through for a single nonetheless though.
That was travelling of the bat of Sita Ranamagar. Terrific effort from the point fielder. Stopped a definite boundary. 3 runs saved. 100 up for Nepal.
.30 required. 5.5 overs to go. Oh, slow ball, clever from Sibanda. Mahatu threw a shot very early indeed.
That's going to hurt. It's quite nippy, the conditions here. Never easy when you cope one on the belly. Thankfully for Pooja Mahato, she looks all right. Current vice captain shepherding this chase with the former vice captain Sita Ranamagar.
Mahatu just playing away on the leg side. Just showed her stumps for a fraction there. Get through for another single.
Sibanda did well with that delivery. Following her, Pooja Mahato was backing away to make room. Sibanda targeted her boots. Good running eventually. Magar making a ground at the wicketkeeper's end.
Well bowled. Keeping it very honest there.
A few more dots can tighten the screws here in this Nepal chase. But that is not what this crowd, home support wants for their side. There's been a constant loud presence at the TU ground here.
Again, that's cleverly bowled. Might be shy at the stumps. No, they get home. Tidy stuff from Sabanda here. 4 runs off the over. Just one delivery still to go. Yeah, direct hit would have been interesting. 102 for 4, 14.5, 28 off 31. The equation is not a problem. Nepal just to have to keep their heads here. Down the track, it's in the air. They'll fall short and they'll just get through for another single.
Plenty of suspense while the ball gathered airtime. End of the 15th over, Nepal 103 for 4. 27 needed now for them to close out this innings and the chase and get their first win on the board.
Just a quick look at the Manhattans. Nepal have been jogging along quite nicely. They've got ahead of the game. That was the most important bit. Zimbabwe did the bulk of their work at the back end, but this is the really, really big aspect of the next 3 overs. Chatanzwa has 1 for 9, has 2 overs left. Of course, got that 5er in that first game against the Netherlands, and these 2 overs will be a really big factor in the game.
A terrific stop there and a direct hit, but I think Sita Rana Magar did make her ground. The umpires will, however, take a closer look at this one, but the infielders of Zimbabwe have done really well to apply the pressure back on the batting unit.
Well, this would be really careless if this is out. No, you're okay. No problem there. Yeah, comfortably home. That ball is grounded. That bat is grounded before the ball comes in. It's so important to run your bat in, and that's exactly what was done on that occasion. So we'll see a green light, I think, and there we are. Well, 26 from 29 is where we are. Can Nepal get home for the first time in this tournament in front of a very good crowd here at the TU Stadium? Chatanzwa has been absolutely irresistible in this tournament so far. And you suspect that Sita Rana Magar will continue to play her way. Well bowled again, just a single.
It has not been easy getting Chatanzwa, the off-spinner, away. One of the most experienced spinners in the Zimbabwean attack. Has a 5-4 to her name. The only one so far achieved in this tournament by a bowler.
She's a proper talent, and her 2 overs will probably dictate the game, I feel. Bowled into the pitch again, and it's another dot. I think Nepal know the threat.
Nerves all around.
Nice use of feet. Gets the ball into the gap, but it's not enough to find the boundary. Another single though, 3 off the over so far.
Pooja Mahata shuffled across, was eyeing that deep mid-wicket boundary, but instead finds beloved pizza.
Oh, big swing and a miss. I tell you what, Just clipped a little something on the way.
On the money once again is Zimbabwe's premier spin bowler, Christabel Chitonzwa.
That will be considered a legitimate delivery to finish. A good over. They only got one left though, 3 coming from it. 24 required off the final 4 overs, 106 for 4. Well, here we go. What a finish we have in prospect here. Pooja Mahatu, 30 off 37, has played such a leading hand here. Sita Ranamagar, we know what she's capable of. 8 off 9. (24 off 24). A runner ball. That is what Chitonzwa is going to create, is a little bit of pressure. Just 3 going from her over. And Sabanda 1 for 18 off her 3 going at 6s. Just feel there's another twist here. Mahatu knows that she's just got to get through the next 4 overs. So close they can almost feel it. And it's been smoked away on the leg side. Plenty of cover back there on the ropes. Nice bit of work up there by Loreen Tashuma. Run rate 6 and over. Sita Ranamagar is on the strike. It's a great crowd that have turned up here, I have to say. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, again, this is good from Sabanda. Again, it's a dot ball, and again, that pressure. Just 3 off the previous over. There's another one of those to come as well. Wide of the off stump, doesn't mind a bit of width. I'll just about get through for another single though.
Absolutely clinical from Sabanda. These have been terrific last 9 deliveries from Chitonzwa and Sabanda, keeping the batters on a leash in this crucial death overs phase.
A bit of width, but again can't club it beyond extra cover. Get through for another single. Well, this has been brilliant from Sabanda. 3 off this over, 3 off the previous, and suddenly pressure just being put back on Nepal.
Terrific clinical performance from Sabanda here. She's been backed up by some disciplined fielding from the infielders. Nothing flashy about them, just doing the basics right, cutting off the singles, denying the additional second run.
Wide of the off stump, carved into the offside, and another single. Really good pressure still. 4 off the over, 1 ball to come.
The air is crackling with suspense and possibility. This game could go either way. Would be the first victory, no matter who gets it, Nepal or Zimbabwe.
Mahatu down the track. It's in the air. How far has it gone? Oh, it's gone all the way. What a strike from Pooja Mahatu.
A momentum-shifting strike from Pooja Mahatu. Sashayed down the track, gave it an almighty hack, and sent it sailing over the ropes. Clean hitting at its finest from the Nepal vice captain.
Oh, how important was that? Just takes a little bit of pressure off Nepal here at the death. So looking at that worm again, they're well in front of where Zimbabwe were. So close now. 14 to win, 3 to go. Chigora is back into the attack. We know Chitonswa is going to have will bowl one of the previous, probably the penultimate effort over, I suspect. I want to get it done in the next couple of overs, will Nepal take the pressure off the final one.
Remember, Chigora had delivered a flurry of wides the last time she bowled. Barreling in, Sita Ranamagar on strike.
Might be another one. No, legitimate delivery. Wide of the off stump. Oh, pressure on the young Zimbabwean here. Nepal looking to beat a full member. What a coup that would be, and get them off to a rip-roaring start. Need a win here in this competition. One of the off stump again, but that's well bowled. And that's another dot, and that's another bit of pressure.
Top-notch execution under pressure from Chigora. So good to see she's put behind the carnage she wreaked upon herself through the barrage of wides she delivered in a previous over. 2 dots to kickstart her second.
Gets across the stumps. Oh, I tell you what, that is a collision. Oh, Chigora looks like she's in quite a deal of pain, and so is Maga. Oh, that looked nasty.
Both the bowler and the batter eager to steal a single and deny the other one. Directed could have been really problematic for Sita Ranamagar, who was trying to hair into the other side for her second run. En route to collision course she was with the bowler.
That is nasty. Both players taking a fair bit of treatment. One of the most horrible things you see in cricket is collisions. Look at this. Nowhere to go. That is quite a clash. Really nasty.
In fact, a directed could have potentially denied her the single. A brief intermission as the stretcher is brought out. Unfortunate, the sudden interlude. Looks like Chigora needs to be stretchered off.
Well, that is horrible. It looks like both players are really struggling out there. Chigora, I think, is okay. Sita Ranamagar, who is the one that's struggling here. Well, that is such a shame for her. Oh, she's really struggling.
We really hope Sita Ranamagar, the senior batter, all-rounder in this Nepal women's team, is all right. Never a good sign to see a player being stretchered off. Chigora is back up on her feet. Good side that. And here's a look at that collision. Directed on the cards. Magar ran straight into the bowler who was backing up to collect that throw. And eventually both of them copping blows.
It's ribs and helmet as well. Oh, God, poor thing. Well, it does bring in the experience of Rubin Chetri, who played such a pivotal part in the last game. And look, what an awful sight to see on a cricket field. Being stretchered off. Collisions are always nasty.
The rest of the Nepal women's team huddle around the medical team to check in on Sita Rana Magar, who's still wincing in pain, as we can see from the commentary box. The focus, however, needs to shift onto the 22 yards, 13 needed for Nepal to eke out a win. They've lost a crucial batter in Magar.
Well, that's firmly played. Into the gap. It'll just be a single. Another total.
Rubina Chetri replaces Sita Rana Magar, former captain, key all-rounder, tasked with closing out this chase for Nepal now. Good to see Chigora out there still.
Yeah, she's done really well, hasn't she? That's well worked. I'll get through for a... Oh, I tell you what, that would have been trouble. Direct hit. Must have been close.
It was nodled into the leg side. Glovo with that pick up and throw. Could have been trouble for Pooja Mahato, the top scorer.
Mahato all runs. Oh, there is a fine leg. It'll just be another one to the total. Just 4 runs off the over. And well, we're not done yet. Still 10 required, 2 to go.
It's shaping up to be yet another cliffhanger in this contest. We've already seen a final ball finish in this tournament, and it came in a contest that featured Thailand and Zimbabwe. Heartbreak for Zimbabwe it was at the Mulpani International Cricket Ground, as Thailand eked out a 1-run victory. How is this one going to end? Chatonswa, their strike bowler, premier off spinner, back into the attack.
Well, huge over. This will boil down to how many required off the last over. Such a good cricketer, Chatonswa. And both Mahatu and Chetri know exactly that. They'll be very mindful of taking any chances here. Don't leave themselves too much to be done. A little bit of width. Doesn't get it away, and it's a dot ball to kick off with.
Tell you what, Glovo has saved a truckload of runs at the point region. Scored a half-century and put on a fine show as a fielder as well.
Again, it's dragged down. Again, it's into extra cover. They do get through for a single. 9 now. 9 off 10 required.
Edge of the seat stuff.
Down the track. Along the ground. It'll just be a single. Duru just in front of us here.
It was struck powerfully, but straight to Dururu at long off. Slight misfield. Nepal do not go for the second.
Well, down the leg side. And that'll be runs. Oh, what a boundary that is. Pooja Mahatu.
A potentially game-changing for this from Pooja Mahato. Full toss, given the treatment. Clears, square leg, up and over. The Nepal crowd up on their feet here at the TU ground. The home team sensing victory, surging towards their first win of the competition. one hit away from a half century.
Goes straight and goes hard back at the bowler. Not quite to be. 4 required. Not done yet. 7 balls to go. Jajonswa has 1 more. Down the track, hit straight. It'll just be another single. And the most important thing is it'll bring Mahato back onto strike for the final over. 3 required. Oh, Nepal have this in their grasp. Is there a final twist in the tail?
A 7 over, penultimate over from Jajonswa. Nepal 3 runs away from keeping their chances for qualification into the Super Sixes alive. So much at stake for the home team, hosting their biggest ever ICC tournament. And now their face of the current generation, their vice captain, well and truly taking center stage. She has a chance to finish this. She has a chance to take Nepal home.
Well, look what it means to the crowd. It has built up. You can hear the roar in the stadium. Nkomu has to defend 3. Mahatu, a blow away from a half century as well. Here we go. Down the track, it's in the air. Might well run away. Not quite. They'll get back for a couple. Oh, fantastic stuff from Mahatu. What an innings this has been.
What a match have we been entertained with. Pooja Mahato, take a bow. Kirtipur has erupted. There is a surge in belief among the fans and in the Nepal dugout. Mahato on strike.
Albeit Dot just continues the suspense. Well, here we go. Scores at level. Just 1 run to win. Oh, down, swung away. That'll be the winning blow from Mahatu. Nepal record their opening win in the qualifier. Quite brilliant from the home side in front of a rapturous crowd here at the TU Stadium. They win by 6 wickets in an absolute thriller once again on the TU ground.
Nepal have done it. Pooja Mahato has done it. She finishes off in style with a half century, a match-winning one at that to her name. Flags fly, voices rise as the stadium erupts and a nation celebrates a moment that means far more than just 2 points on the board in this campaign. Here for Nepal, they get their first win of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier 2026, and the 19-year-old Pooja Mahato hits the winning runs. What a story. Look at that support. Paras Kharka out in attendance, and why not? He has put his weight behind in hosting this tournament, and the Cricket Association of Nepal rising to the